been on hold for at least 5 minutes.
They've taken the longest commercial break ever in preparation for my call.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. You know, I hope the video quality is better than what I'm seeing on the screen.
It's actually a little bit worse.
Than what I'm seeing? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's lovely. I feel like a creepy stalker holding this.
Just documentation. That's all it is.
Sweet. So do I need a permit to video cam you here in this parking lot?
If I say you need one. But you don't.
I just know a lot of people need recording permits for filming some places.
So far off the topic. It's gonna rock their world.
Oh man. I can't even hear what they're talking about.
Too bad that the rest of the medical field doesn't have that level of flexibility.
So, is it normal to be on hold for about 10 minutes?
Sometimes you're on hold the whole show and you don't get on. That never happens to me, but that's what usually happens to most people. But I might be getting the treatment now. I'm not sure.
How long is the show?
3 hours long. I'm not gonna wait much longer. They'll take it. Too bad you can't see the swastika from here.
Listening in northern Minnesota to WNMT. Hey, Barry.
Find it.
Barry? In Minnesota. Yeah. You're on the air. Go ahead, sir.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Hey, great. What's on your mind tonight?
Well, first of all, this is neither here nor there, but I can't help but to say, but I'm standing in the center of my town in this parking lot,
You might hear 'em in the background.
and there is this huge swastika. They have a huge swastika. It's some company's logo.
What?
That apparently made this building. I looked into it. It's the logo of the company that made the building. Directly faces my courthouse. That's neither here nor there.
Wow.
Okay, I just have to say, as a graphic designer, it happens a lot and you don't notice right away because, I mean, sometimes you just put things in, you just put things in like a certain pattern. You're like, oh, that looks good. And then 10 minutes later, you're like, oh, wait, that's a swastika.
But there should be a little thought involved there. But that's neither here nor there. I don't really want to get into that. I just wanted to let people know there is a giant swastika in the middle of my town, okay? And
where are you calling from? Is it Hibbing?
Now I don't know if I should say.
Well, there's a military base that's in the shape of a swastika in California.
Wow.
So
that is correct, in San Diego. But yeah, I'm in Grand Rapids, Minnesota here in the Iron Range, which George Bush called the Iron Ridge. Iron Ridge when he was here. And I was talking about Libya, really. And I want to know, this came up on my show over the weekend, and did you guys hear about this UK Telegraph story, which also coincides with the 2007 West Point report, which happens to point out that we were actually funding al-Qaeda to rise up in Libya against Gaddafi? This plan goes back 4 years, and the people we're backing in Libya are the very people that we're fighting in Iraq and in the alleged war on terror, which is a complete and utter fraud in the face of this, if this is true. Have you guys covered this?
I had heard about that. I don't think we covered it on the program, but I had heard about that.
I think we mentioned last night that, in fact, that that there are Al Qaeda folks in this group of rebels in Libya now. But I don't know. I don't know that we've covered anything.
Politics sure does make strange bedfellows, huh?
Well, I think it's a bigger issue than just this stuff is corrupt, and let's move on to the next corrupt story. Our whole freedom, our whole way of life is being taken down for this alleged idea that we're fighting al-Qaeda, and we're funding al-Qaeda.
Well, of course, when you say we, you mean the U.S. federal government, but I get where you're coming from, and great. Thanks for pointing that out. I appreciate your call tonight at 800-259-9231. You can't expect consistency from politicians, that's for damn sure. More in the way you can expect them to consistently steal your money. But aside from that, more in the way.
So they pretty much just told you off.
No, they just said, politics makes strange bedfellows, and sometimes the government has to be bedfellows with the terrorists, apparently.
So they're saying we need to be...
Even though we lose our freedom for it.
So they're saying we need to be terrorists to better fulfill our government needs?
What happened to see something, say something? I just saw something in the UK Telegraph in the 2007 West Point report. It says we're funding Al Qaeda in Libya, and we're fighting Al Qaeda in the war on terror. I said something. Just called a nationally syndicated talk show. They said they weren't talking about it. Now they're talking about it. I'm done.